Hey guys, this is Chetan,
This is Arun.
And this is Abby.
and welcome back to the Unprofessionals. So we are less than 24 hours away from the start of the NFL season.
Woo!
We finally made it. Game one is going to be Bucks and Cowboys, but for now, we're just going to hold off on that because we're going to go through our day before the season starts predictions. I guess this is the best time to do these because, hey, we know the injury history. We don't have to deal with, Andrew Luck retiring in the middle or the last game of the preseason, or anyone dealing with a ACL tear or any type of harsh injury. So we're gonna break down who we think is gonna win each division, who's gonna win the wild cards, who's gonna make it to the conference title games, who's gonna win the conference title games, who's gonna play in the Super Bowl, our Super Bowl winners, and if we got some time, we'll talk about MVPs and whatnot. But to start it off, we're gonna go through the NFC because all three of us, our favorite teams are in the NFC.
Yep.
Starting particularly with the NFC East, who Arun and I, our favorite teams are from here, and this division last year very poorly played, but it had the team that gave the eventual Super Bowl winners the toughest outing in the playoffs with the Washington football team. Uh, this division strictly, if we talk about it, we're talking about defense here. We're talking about some of the best defenders in the NFL. We're talking about defensive-minded head coaches and another team who is very highly built on offense, who's revamping their defense in the Dallas Cowboys. But anyone in this division, the way it looked like last year, can win it this year. But personally, I think I got to give it to the Washington football team because they won the division last year. They had a top 5 ranked defense. I think they pull it out this year, followed by the Philadelphia Eagles finishing in second, the Giants finishing in third, and the Cowboys finishing last. Arun, what are your thoughts?
NFC least. All right, man. So you guys know I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be biased towards my team. Um, there's a lot of ifs with this Eagles team. New coach, new rookie quarterback, bunch of new defensive players. But um, I do think the Eagles are going to be better than what people are thinking. They are going to be a little unpredictable to start the season, but hey, man, we don't know how this team's going to be. But I do think Philly could win this division just because the Washington. I'm not too high on Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think he's gonna start the season super hot, but I think he's gonna cool down as the season progresses. So I'm not too high on the Washington football team, even though, in my opinion, I think they have the best defensive team in that division. But I think it's gonna be the Eagles. I think the Cowboys are gonna be in there, the second spot. Um, Going with the Washington football team, the third spot. And sorry, Chetan, I think the Giants are gonna be the last team in that NFC East.
All right, that gives me 2 top 10 picks next year.
Hey, man, I love the positivity. Abby, NFC East, man.
Hey, bro.
Talk about my division.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I can't believe this, but I got the same exact list as Chetan. We didn't go over this beforehand or anything. It just so happened to be the case. Listen, Fitzmagic, I think he would have made the playoffs last year, first time in his career, if he stayed as a starting QB for Miami. But they pulled a plug. They were talking about the future. Tua, all that. They fell short and they missed it. And now he is with the Washington football team. They have the best D line. Landon Collins, yeah, Chetan, your man, Landon Collins from the Giants. He comes back. They got William Jackson from Cincinnati. They got I think they got one more corner. I think it was Darby. I think no, somebody else.
Yeah, Darby. They got Darby like two
They got
seasons
one
ago.
more. They got some other corner. I think I can't. The name is escaping me right now. But that D line, they don't got 4 guys. They got 6 guys, and not all of them even play. So they got the D line. The linebackers would probably be the weakest link, but that doesn't really matter because your D line is so good. They probably don't gotta do much anyways because of how much pressure they're gonna be getting. Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. When your last name is Payne, bro, you belong on the D line. That's exactly what he does. And the rest of that, Montez Sweat, bro, they got first rounders for days. And the corners, the secondary is solid. So I feel Washington, Curtis Samuel coming over with Terry McLaurin, with Anthony Gibson, Logan Thomas converted second year as a tight end. I think they win this division, not by much though. I don't think they're gonna win 11 games, 12 games, 13 games. I think they'll win maybe 10. So this division will be very close. So I feel it will be a dogfight till the end. Second, I got Arun's Eagles. Listen, I love Jalen Hurts. I loved him in college. I believed in him. I wanted the Vikings to draft him in the second round, but he was taken. But this man is a winner. He's a dog. How many people you know that get benched at halftime of the national championship game to a freshman? Tua comes in. He leads them to victory. The following season, he is the backup. He comes in after Tua gets hurt. He comes in versus the same team that was beating him, and he leads the game-winning touchdown drive. That's greatness. All I've seen from him is every single year improvement. This man couldn't throw the ball, period, as a freshman at Alabama. All he could do is run. And Clemson, Deshaun Watson beat him. He goes to Oklahoma. Better. He just lost to a great team in LSU with Joe Burrow and them boys, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall, Thaddeus Moss, etc. They had a super squad out there. One of the best teams in college football history. Goes to the Eagles. Carson Wentz is crying left and right. No. Oh, Mr. Spot. Yo, who is this backup? Why you drafting a second-round pick, bro? Who cares, bro? Why do you care, bro? You're the starting quarterback. You make it 150. You make it 150 million, and you care about a backup? That tells you that he was threatened by Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts did his job, didn't give a shit. No O-line. Lane Johnson, one of the best right tackle, in my opinion. Him and my own Minnesota Viking, Brian O'Neill, who got paid today.
Yep.
Those two are the best two right tackles in football. He was in and out. Arun can attest to this. He was in and out. Kelsey was the only guy that was there the whole season, basically. Brandon Brooks, all-pro guard, out. He got hurt before the season started. Jason Peters, Andre Dillard, hurt. Jason Peters like 40 years old now. Respect to him, Hall of Famer. Hurt, but
you got a new team.
New team? I think he's with the Cardinals now, right? Or
yeah.
I forgot what team he's with. He's with he's out with a new team. So that tells you everything you should know. So I feel Devontae Smith, the receiver, Jalen Reagor. I think he you can't quit on players this fast, man. Rookie season, he had a tough season. Give him some time. Give him 2-3 years. Yo, stop comparing him to Justin Jefferson, bro. It's over. You didn't pick him. It's fine. Jalen Reagor can still be a very good player. You got Dallas Goedert. You got Zach Ertz. You got Miles Sanders. You got players, bro. You got players in Philly. They got a defense. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. They got players. Darius Slay, Anthony Harris, former Viking. Eric Wilson, linebacker. They got players. So Eagles second. Your Giants, Chetan, sorry. Your Giants got all the icing, bro. You got all the icing. But that cake is garbage. That O-line is so bad. I think Washington, week 2, Daniel Jones is going to need to get insurance coverage. He better have insurance coverage. I'm talking about top flight insurance coverage because he got to get something broken. Kenny Galladay is hurt. I think Kadarius Toney, I don't even think there's any updates on him. Evan Ingram is hurt. Bro, if you start this season hurt, how are you going to be when the season starts, bro? Saquon Barkley, I don't know his situation. 50-50, he may play. Maybe on a snap limit. I don't know. Sterling Shepard, he seems fine, but he's not a number 1. He's a solid number 2, solid number 3. The defense, I love the defense. You still don't got a pass rusher. You got D linemen. You got some solid D linemen. You got some very good corners. You got a secondary. You got a very good head coach. But I think the Giants probably finished third with maybe like 8 wins, 7 wins. And I think the freaking Cowgirls, I don't know what people are talking about. I don't know what anybody's talking about here. Their defense is still trash. Yes, Trayvon Diggs, solid second-year player. Micah Parsons, solid linebacker. That's all they got on defense. That's it. Nobody else. DeMarcus Lawrence, there's an APB out for him for the past 3 years since he got paid $20 million a year. They got nobody else really. Jalen Smith, ever since he got paid, he hasn't been balling. All this Dak Prescott, CD Lamb nonsense, that's great. Zeke Elliott, that's great. That's great. I love it when you have 400 yards passing when you're down 30 points. That's so great. Like, I don't understand the infatuations. I say the Dallas Cowboys finished last. Maybe they win 7 games. Like I said, this division will be close. Nobody's going to be 3-14, 4-13. I don't think that's going to happen. 7, 8 wins I could see the Dallas Cowboys having. And this division being very close down to the wire. Any thoughts, guy? I think me and Chetan completely agree.
I am on a whole different spectrum. I think they have a lot of talent. They they have to finish top 2 in this.
Wait, Arun, you said
division.
Dallas second, right?
Yeah, man. I think Dallas, they have so much talent.
I give you that. They have great offensive talent. They can't stop Tampa Bay tomorrow. Oh, my God.
Oh, no, Tampa Bay. Yeah,
we got to get to see this tomorrow. We got to get to see this tomorrow.
They're going to get
They can prove it. They can shut me up. They win tomorrow, I will say sorry. First thing, I'll say sorry to this Dallas Cowboys team. Their schedule is not easy. Look at their first 3 games. They got at Tampa. They got to get their ass kicked. They got at Chargers. They got to get their ass super kicked. Then they got your Eagles. I say your Eagles go into Jerry World. Dog them. 0-3.
Let's go.
Hold on. Let me see.
Got me hyped up, man.
Let me see the schedule real quick just to see what I think of this Cowboys. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but just because this is the marquee America's team, quote unquote. Let's get over this real quick. Bucks, L, Chargers, L, Eagles, primetime, Monday night game. I can see that being an L. Panthers, people sleeping on the Panthers. I think the Panthers can give them an L. Your Giants, Chetan, or no, they could probably win that game at home at the crib. I'm sorry. At New England, Bill Belichick gonna cook up something spicy for Mike McCarthy. Oh, this is my favorite. At Minnesota, Sunday night
on Halloween.
Dalvin Cook gonna make some potato, make some beef, make some butter chicken. You gonna cook them straight. Oh, you got Atlanta. Okay, you'll beat Atlanta. Dan Quinn revenge game, whatever you want to call it. You got at Mahomes. Oh my God. Patrick Mahomes can go to Mike McCarthy, the head coach, and tell him what the score is going to be. And he can score that many points on his ass. You got Raiders. You could beat the Raiders. At the Saints, we don't know about the Saints. You could probably beat them. And then the end of the schedule is all division games. Washington, Giants, Washington again, Eagles, Cardinals. You can win that. I say 7 wins max, 8 wins. 8 wins or 7 wins.
8 wins, 7 wins. That's a lot of wins for a 4th place team. No?
That's what I'm saying. I do think it'll be close. I think Washington gets 10, and then the last place team will get 7 or 8. So very close.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm not going to say this like I'm going to rip apart the Cowboys like the way you did, but like if we're going to be honest, they lost Sean Lee in their linebacking core, and they added Micah Parsons, right? Yeah. That's addition by subtraction.
That is a very good addition. I give you that.
It's a very good addition, but let's talk about who Sean Lee was before everything happened. He is an all-pro linebacker. He was getting every single tackle, right? Leighton Vander Esch. The dude is amazing, but
no. He had an amazing rookie season. Since then, if we're being honest here, he has done absolutely nothing.
And that's exactly where I'm going is that he had one great season. And then he always has the neck or the back injuries, Matt. This man can either look left or look right, but he won't be able to do it at the same time because
he got the neck pad.
Because he always gets injured.
That too.
Right? Yeah. So, okay, now we're looking at their defensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence, we don't hear his name. We haven't heard his name in like 3 years. He got paid and we never hear his name again. One of their defensive tackles is a rookie. Then they start Randy Gregory, who always has some type of issue. So some days he'll be playing, some weeks he won't be. And then we go into we just talked about the linebackers, and
I'm not getting a positive vibe from you. So you're basically saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is like I'm not gonna rip them apart the same way you are, but
you are.
no, you like literally just ripped into them and be like, yeah.
Well,
But
I'll be honest. I think they're going to be offensively, they'll put up numbers only because they're going to be behind 21 points, 10 points, 15 points. And yeah, you'll throw the ball around. Okay, you'll get garbage numbers. And then people are going to be like, oh, go look at the numbers. Who cares about the numbers? This defense, if they were garbage last year, they'll be a little less than garbage. Okay, fine. Congratulations.
yeah, no, their saving grace is all of a sudden these rookies start playing like all pros. Like,
Did you watch Hard Knocks? Did you guys watch Hard Knocks by any chance?
Hell no, I would never watch that trash.
Okay, no, okay. Chetan, did you watch any of it?
Especially not this
I
season.
got to watch the first episode. That's about it.
Okay, I got to watch the first episode. Okay, Mike McCarthy, this man is living off of an Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl for a decade. They have the worst head coach in the division. Ron Rivera is better. Actually, no, I'm gonna say third because
No.
I'll give him respect over Arun's
No.
coach because
Hey,
Arun's coach hasn't done anything, and Mike McCarthy does have a
hey,
ring.
we have a stepping stool. He's done nothing yet. That's
And I'll give you that. That's why I'll say Arun's coach. He hasn't done anything yet, so I'll say he's the third worst coach. But Ron Rivera is a far better coach in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
And then Joe Judge from just one season. If I put Joe Judge on the Dallas Cowboys, I would say they win the division. That's how far I'm willing to go. If I took Joe Judge, put him on the Dallas Cowboys head coach, I say they would win the division. Even Ron Rivera, if he went from there to there, win a division. But this dude over here, Mike McCarthy, bro, he living off of a Super Bowl when I was in middle school. He living off a 2010 Super Bowl where Aaron Rodgers was absolutely phenomenal. The man had receivers left and right and Charles Woodson on defense, and they won it all. And he's living off it for a decade. All right, I think we talked enough about this division, this trash division. As Arun even said, NFC least. The man said it himself. Let's move on to my division.
Ooh.
Let me start this off. It's my division.
Packers division? Huh?
I'm gonna go backwards. Detroit, I don't gotta say nothing. Detroit, final, last team. Sorry, probably worst team in NFL. Them in Houston. Third place team, the Chicago Bears. I'm sorry, Justin Fields. He has a bright future in my opinion. Andy Dalton. I don't care. Justin Fields starts. Whoever starts, it doesn't make a difference. They have one receiver. They have a decent running back. They have possibly the top 5 worst offensive lines in football. They have Khalil Mack on defense. I understand that. Very good. Hakeem Hicks, my bad. Very good. What's the other? Robert Quinn. Very good. Roquan Smith. Very good. Eddie Jackson. Very good. They have a very, very, very good defense. I give you that. But when you can't score and you're legit going to have to give up less than 14 points a game to win, I think the defense is going to get pissed off, and then it's going to be all hell's going to break loose. So I put them third. And the second place team, them cheeseheads, gonna be second. The cheeseheads gonna be second, and my Minnesota Vikings are gonna be number 1. Now let me tell you why my team's gonna be number 1. I understand Aaron Rodgers is back. I give you that. Aaron Rodgers, they didn't do anything to build that offense. Devontae Adams, best receiver in football. I give you that. But he's by himself. They got no other weapons, in my opinion. Aaron Jones. Very good running back. David Bakhtiari, people may not remember this. He's still not playing because he tore his, I think it was his Achilles or ACL right before the NFC Championship game or in that game. He tore it. So he likely will be back for at least 2, even 3 months. So that's a huge left tackle missing for Aaron Rodgers. That could be huge in my opinion. On defense, their defense is just like how it is every year. They're okay. Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in football. I give you that. Linebackers, I don't even know the names of the linebackers. Secondary, Adrian Amos, okay, solid. They don't really have anybody else in my opinion. So it's Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones are bust. Next. In all honesty, this is the best Minnesota Vikings team in the past 10 years since the Brett Favre season. Let me tell you, this is better than the Case Keenum season, 2017. We got Kirk Cousins. He's average. He's above average. He's a top 12 to 15 QB. I give you that. We have the top 2 running back in football. We have the best duo receivers in football. Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. Our tight end, Irv Smith, went down. That hurts a lot. But Tyler Conklin, did a great job last year. I think he's waiting for his opportunity. I think he's going to do great things this season. O-line, we drafted our left tackle in the first round. We just paid Brian O'Neill today. I don't know if you guys saw the news. $92 million to be the right tackle. So he clearly is worth it. We got our center, Garrett Bradbury, first-round pick. We got Ezra Cleveland, second-round pick. So we got our whole O-line, best O-line in the past 10 years since Brett Favre played. And now we get to my favorite part, that defense. Daniil Hunter, he's back. We got Dalvin Tomlinson from your Giants, Chetan. I know you miss him. Michael Pierce, he didn't play last year because of COVID. We got him back. Eric Kendricks, top 3 linebacker in football. Anthony Barr, he's back. Harrison Smith, paid him. Top 3 safety in football. Patrick Peterson. You guys heard that name? I know you guys are used to hearing Adrian Peterson, but we got Patrick Peterson this time. Top 5 corner in football. I don't care what anyone says. He's still a top 5 corner. Bashard Breeland got his ass over from Kansas City. Mackenzie Alexander brought him back. I think this defense is going to be a top 5 defense. We're going to have a top 5 offense, top 10 offense. I'll say top 10. Top 10 offense, top 5 defense. We win this division. Green Bay's second place. I'll let y'all take over.
Go ahead, Chetan.
You and I have exactly the same order. And I have the Vikings win this division. And simply for the fact that, one, we'll see how Aaron Rodgers behaves throughout the season. Yeah, we know he's going to, quote unquote, act professional and everything. But, yeah, it's a 3-man show up in Green Bay. It's Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Devontae Adams.
Yep. Robert Tonyan solid. I'll give him that. My bad.
Okay,
Robert Tonyan solid.
Tonyan solid, but yeah, great. Yeah, what are you gonna do when Devontae's like triple covered? You
As
guys
it Randall Cobb.
The Randall Cobb is there, but yeah, he's getting up there in age. But you've had so many opportunities to get Aaron Rodgers a second guy, right? Can't do that. You had so many opportunities to improve that defense. That defense is not improved. Like, I was looking at the schedule, and actually, Abby and I were looking at the 49ers schedule, and we saw Green Bay on there. We're like, yeah, no, they're going to run all over Green Bay because that's what we're so used to seeing. And Matt LaFleur has been a great head coach, 13-3 his first 2 seasons. Let's see if he could pull it off a third time because I don't think he can. And it's not going to be his fault. It's not going to be like an Aaron Rodgers thing. It's just going to be, you're going to realize that how many flaws this team has, and Minnesota Vikings can exploit every single one of those flaws because they have the far superior roster. Like, great, you guys have Aaron Rodgers starting, but Dalvin Cook, top 2 running back in the league. Justin Jefferson, last year, I'd say top 4 wide receiver in the league. Adam Thielen, when healthy, is a top 10 wide receiver. It's just, and their defense, just like Abby said, they just got every single person back. And as much as anyone be like, oh yeah, Arizona let Patrick Peterson go because of age and all of this, Patrick Peterson's still Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson made DK and Metcalf look like
exactly
Jalen Reagor.
Exactly. It's Patrick Peterson, still Patrick Peterson. I don't care what anyone says. They can keep him off a top 5 corners in this league list. I will never take him off because I've seen his track work is Patrick Peterson, still Patrick Peterson. So until he all of a sudden just completely falls off, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, they got Patrick Peterson in that secondary. That helps out that secondary because since they Xavier Rhodes had that one amazing season.
Yep.
And then he just went downhill.
Yep.
But with Patrick Peterson, even though he's had his amazing seasons early in his career, he will still give you that same consistency. He will be on your best wide receiver. And guess what? In this division, Devontae Adams the only guy he has to worry about. What's the matter to him? He can play twice a week this season, and he'll be perfectly fine.
Arun, let me get your take, boy.
All right. NFC North, 4th place team. I'm going to go with the Lions. I know they got Jared Goff, but come on now. Jared Goff, he hasn't done anything, even with what's his name? Forgot
Sean
the coach's
McVay.
name. Sean
Sean
McVay.
McVay.
Yeah. It's such a offensive minded coach. So I don't think the Lions doing jack shit. I'm on the same boat as you guys with the Bears. Justin Fields, great talent, rookie quarterback, gonna make tons of mistakes. I know they got a great defense, but still, you need your quarterback to play well if you want to win games, especially
Yep.
make the playoffs. Now here's where it gets a little spicy. I do think the Vikings are gonna make the playoffs. We'll get into that convo later on, but I'm gonna go with the Vikings as a second seed in the NFC North, and the Packers. I think the Packers are the top two team part of the top two teams in NFC. Them and the Bucks. I think those two teams are one of the most team complete teams in that conference. But hey, man, I'm gonna ride with my boy Aaron Rodgers. That's one of my favorite quarterbacks, and I think he's once again he's gonna lead the Packers to the division title.
Listen, I fault nobody. It's just I like to see the future. I see the future, and I see my Vikings being on top. I see Aaron Rodgers
I love it.
trying his final season to, that Mile High. You know where those mountains reside in Denver.
Yes.
I see Aaron Rodgers looking like a man who could smoke some nice marijuana on top of those mountains. He looks like with the long hair he got going right now. He may be telling us something. That hippie shit he got going on. He may be just showing you where he wants to go. Hey, but if he likes the bright lights, he likes the media. Yo, Daniel Jones. Fuck Daniel Jones. I think they will kick his ass out of there in a heartbeat if Aaron Rodgers wants to come there. So he got options. So I think, listen, he put the picture up with Devontae Adams, our last dance.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, let me tell you one thing, though, bro. You ain't Michael Jordan.
Hey.
You ain't close to Michael Jordan.
Hey.
So Michael Jordan could put that picture up, win 72 games, 60 games, and the game winner, game 6 against Utah. He can do that. Because basketball, you rely on 4 other players. In football, you rely on 10 and then 11 more on defense. So it's a whole different game. Green Bay, the last 2 times they made the playoffs, the better team dogged them. Tampa Bay destroyed them. I don't care what the final score said. Tampa Bay destroyed them. Tom Brady made some crucial mistakes. He threw up some balls that had no business being thrown up, and that's why that game was closer than it was supposed to be. And the year before, San Francisco straight up mollywopped them. Straight up destroyed them. All they did was run the ball. Jimmy G didn't even throw the ball. They single-handedly beat you by running the ball. That's shameful. So that tells me this team is in for a rude awakening, in my opinion. And I still think they make the playoffs. We're going to get into that, as Arun mentioned. I still think they'll make it. Aaron Rodgers is great. I'm not an idiot. I'm not a freaking moron. Top 5 quarterback of all time. In my generation, he's the best quarterback I've ever seen with my eyes. I'll be honest. I'm not a hater. Tom Brady's the greatest. He's a GOAT. But the best talent I've ever seen with these 2 eyes, I understand I wear contact lenses, but still I can see pretty damn well. Aaron Rodgers, the best. I've never seen a man throw with 1 foot lasers to Jordy Nelson. When Jordy Nelson was there, that was pure magic. I hated it, but that was pure magic. And now he got Devontae Adams. So I think, yeah, I understand, Arun, why you say that. No problem. I got no problem with that. All I know is if my team does not make the playoffs, or at least or forget that, make the playoffs. If my team does not make the playoffs, oh my God, I'm about to have one less cousin. Mike Zimmer, man, Kirk Cousins. That's what I'm talking about, Chetan. Kirk Cousins, deuces to you. And Mike Zimmer, bye-bye. I'm sorry. That would be the final straw for me. This team got too much talent to miss the playoffs.
On the hot seat.
Yes, he is. If they don't make the playoffs, in my opinion, if they don't win this division, forget the playoffs. This team, every other year, what's the stat, Chetan? Every other year, the Vikings make the postseason. First year, Mike Zimmer missed the playoffs. Next year, they made the playoffs. Following season, missed. Next season, made it. Following season, missed. Following season, Kirk Cousins, New Orleans Saints game happens. Last year, missed. What does that mean? This season, boy, we make the playoffs. Now, are we going to the division, or are we going to be a wild card? That's the thing, in my opinion. And I can't wait. We better beat the fuck out of Cincinnati. I swear to God. If we don't do that, I'm gonna be pissed. I swear to God. If we start off with some bullshit, I'm telling you, man, my flying high right now. But it takes all. That's the thing about this game. 1 week, one bad Sunday, 1 3-hour window, and you're gonna feel like a whole different person real quick. So moving on. I think this division we don't really even gotta speak that much about, but we'll do our due diligence here. NFC North, I'm gonna keep this sweet and simple. Tampa Bay, and I don't give a fuck about the rest. But just to say the rest of the teams, I think Tampa Bay wins it by far. It's not even close. I think the Panthers finish second. I love the Panthers this year. Sneaky team. Saints third. Saints third because that defense. I think Michael Thomas will come back. Alvin Kamara, Sean Payne, Jameis Winston will play solid in my opinion. I say Saints finish third. And the Falcons, the final season for Matt Ryan, unfortunately. And then they transition to a complete rebuild.
Damn.
Arun, your thoughts on the NFC South?
Well, I'll be surprised if everybody here does not pick the Bucks as their number 1 seed. I do think the Saints will be number 2. I know Panthers, they got Sam Darnold now. They got a bunch of wide receiver weapons, but I do think the Saints will be better than the Panthers just because of that defense. Even though I'm a little questionable on that quarterback, and that I don't know who's going to be the quarterback because I'm not too high on Jameis Winston. I'm not too high on that other tight end punt returner guy. So I don't think the Saints are going to be that good, but they might be a little above 500 or might be a game short above 500 or below 500. I mean, but going with the Falcons 4th spot, Panthers 3rd spot, Saints 2nd spot, and the Bucks Super Bowl reigning champions 1st spot. And I do think the Bucks are going to have the best record in the NFC. Just had to throw that out there.
Chetan.
All right, so it seems like you and I are aligned on all 3 of these divisions so far because I had the same order. It's just, hey, Sean Payton, great offensive mind. But you're telling me for the first 7 weeks, your only weapon is Alvin Kamara? I saw what these other wide receivers did without Michael Thomas around, and it doesn't give me that much confidence, especially because you lost Emmanuel Sanders to Buffalo. So your second wide receiver is who? Traquan Smith? He doesn't give that much confidence in me. So, and Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston can prove everyone wrong because he's only been in the league for a couple of years. I think, what is he, only 27, 28? So, like, he can literally turn his career around and prove us all wrong. But I think the quarterback that turns his career around in this division is going to be Sam Darnold. And with the healthy Christian McCaffrey, that wide receiver core, very underrated. You got David Moore, you got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, who week 1, let me tell you, if he catches 2 touchdowns, I won't be surprised because he's facing the Jets.
Terrence Marshall, rookie.
Terrence Marshall, rookie out of LSU.
Kyle Brady's over. Kyle Brady, the guy who was coaching that LSU team with Joe Burrow.
Was that his name? Joe Brady.
Joe Brady, my bad. Not Kyle Brady, my bad. Joe Brady.
Right. And then that defense is also surprisingly very good with
Derek Brown, Shaq Thomas, Brian Burns, the corner they drafted. I'm forgetting his name right now. Top corner they drafted. Dante, you got Johnson. They got the JC Horn. They got that safety.
That's the name I can't remember.
The safety, I'm forgetting his name right now. It's kind of yeah.
I love that dude. But yeah, no, they have everything they have is like very underrated. No one's gonna be talking about them until they have to talk about them because they're gonna punch someone in the mouth and just be like, oh, these guys are for real.
All right, let's move on. I think to the final division for the NFC. This is in my opinion, by far the hardest, and this is going to be by far the one that I think this is the division that has the most good teams. I think that's easy to say. I honestly can see all 4 of these teams not having a losing record, but obviously someone's going to finish 4th, someone's going to finish 3rd, someone's going to finish 2nd. So let's get into it. I think I'll go from the bottom up. I think Arizona. I'm sorry, I haven't seen enough. Cliff Kingsbury, bro, you're the worst head coach in this division. I haven't seen nothing from you. Colin Murray, I believe in him. You got AJ Green now, D Hop. You got JJ Watt. You brought him in. Chandler Jones is coming back from injury. You have no secondary. You have no Buda Baker is great. You have no corners. Malcolm Butler is gone. I think he left for some personal reasons. I hope everything's going on well for him, but he left.
He's on the
Patrick Peterson's in Minnesota. Thank you, Jesus. Buda Baker, obviously, he's a star, but he can't cover for 5 people. So, James Conner, please. James Conner, respect him. His story is amazing, fighting cancer. Props. All the props in the world. Chase Edmonds, please, man. These guys don't move the needle for me. So, in my opinion, Arizona finishes last, probably 9-8. I can see them being 9-8. Seattle, listen, I love Russell Wilson, man, but since them Legion of Boom days, man, since that interception, man, it's gone. It's been what, 7 years, 6 years since that pick, that infamous pick.
2014.
I think it was 2014, 2015, whenever that shit was. But they have never been the same since. They haven't been the same since. They have no corners also. Another team that have no corners. You got Jamal Adams. You got the other safety. I can't remember his name right now. But you have Bobby Wagner. You have a decent D-line. But you have 0 secondaries. And obviously you have Chris Carson, Russell Wilson, Dwayne Brown. You traded for Gabe Jackson. You got Tyler Lockett. You got DK Metcalf, obviously. So you got players on offense. But you got no defense, in my opinion. Maybe a decent defense at best. 49ers, they're back. Joey Bosa, he's back.
It's
Kinlaw, Armstead. I don't know about the secondary. Could be questionable. Fred Warner. They got the best run game in football without even having a great running back, just because of Kyle Shanahan. Jimmy G, I've never seen a man get so much hate for missing one damn throw. He missed one throw, and the man apparently just became trash. I'm not gonna disrespect him like that. I still think he's a solid quarterback, especially for this team. You got George Kittle, top 2 tight end, top 3 tight end. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. They got weapons. So San Francisco, I wouldn't be shocked if they finish first. But for right now, I'm gonna put them second. And the LA Rams, Matthew Stafford finally got a squad. He got a head coach. He got receivers. Deshaun Jackson's there. You got a very decent O-line, and you got some monsters on defense. You got Aaron Donald. You got Jalen Ramsey. Enough said. I think this is finally Matthew Stafford's time. He's back home in LA. That's where he grew up. Sean McVay. This man took Jared Goff to Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford is 5 times better than him. So I feel clear and cut Rams, Niners, Seattle, Arizona. Arun, thoughts? You're 4.
My 4. Okay, going from the bottom up, 4th place. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I think just because the 49ers they're defensively they're getting healthier. If they weren't if Nick Bosa wasn't coming back anytime soon, that I would have had the 49ers.
Oh, my bad, Nick Bosa. You're right. I said Joey. My bad. You're right, Arun. Thank you.
Joey Bosa. He's on Chargers, right?
They're the Chargers, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Cardinals 4th place. I'm gonna go the 49ers 2nd place. I do have 2 wildcard teams coming out, or I mean 1 wildcard team coming out this division. So 2 playoff teams in this division. I'm going with the Seahawks with the 3rd place in that division, and I think the Rams and Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay. I think they win the division, man. What you got, Chetan?
Chetan, go
I think
ahead, bro.
all 3 of us are in alignment here. It's exactly how you guys said it's going to play out. It's the Rams have by far the 2nd biggest star talent in this division, in this conference, behind Tampa Bay.
Yep, I'll give you that.
Matthew Stafford, number 1 overall pick. He was the dude in Georgia. He was supposed to be, a savior in Detroit. He gets them to the playoffs, but he never had the team.
No, man, nobody. God can't save Detroit, bro. God can't save Detroit.
Literally, he can't. It's pretty bad. You get probably the best defensive player we've seen in our generation. I mean,
Yep.
It's either him or Darrell Revis.
Darrell Revis. I was just gonna say that. Darrell Revis or Ed Reed.
Or well, Ed Reed would be generation prior because
All right, got you.
2000, right? So that easily probably what top 5 corner we've ever seen. I other than Darrell Revis at number 1, I don't like ranking anyone below anyone underneath that other than what Richard Sherman. Right? So you got so much star power. It's literally Super Bowl or bust for LA. Right?
So we all have the same thing.
Yeah, we all have the same thing. And then I guess the 49ers, it's pretty much, hey, it's either a comeback story for them because of all the injuries they faced last year. I mean, if they win the division, I wouldn't be surprised. Right?
All right, Chetan. Oh, my bad. So I think we all have the same thing here. So
yeah.
But now you can transition to give us your 3 NFC wildcard teams.
Yeah. So obviously the team that did not win the division in the North, obviously Green Bay will take one of them. The 49ers, who I was just speaking highly of, they could win the division. I don't see it happening just because all the stars literally align in LA right now. And then the third, I'm going to say I wanted to give it to the Panthers or the Seahawks, but I think the third Jalen Hurts.
Wow. I don't even got the balls to say that. Go ahead.
Philadelphia takes that final wildcard spot.
Wow. Arun dancing in his room right now. Arun, go ahead, bro. Give us your 3.
All right. Let's make Abhishek dance. I'm gonna go with the Vikings wild card. I know Abhishek not too happy about that because he thinks they're gonna win a division. But hey, man, I think the Vikings are gonna make the playoffs, and that is a step up from last season. I do have Dallas making the playoffs as a wild card team. You guys have Dallas finishing last in division.
Yep.
I just think there's too much talent. I know their defense is a little suspect, but I do think their defense will be better than last year. So yeah, Dallas. And my last team that hits the plays the wild card weekend, it will be the Seahawks, because I think the Rams will win that division. So the Seahawks will be the odd team out, and they'll be playing week 1 in the playoffs.
So you're saying the 49ers won't make it?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So we got hot takes left and right. Okay.
Wait, I thought you had the 49ers finishing second.
No, I didn't. I had the Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks.
Yeah,
Rams.
he did say that.
Okay.
You got a surprise team. You got the Eagles. I'll give you that. I think the Eagles are gonna be better than people say. I haven't met that many people as high on the Eagles as me, but you saying they're gonna be the playoffs? Okay, that's a hot take. Arun got Dallas, and he got Seattle,
and your Vikings.
And now for me, obviously I have the Vikings in the division. So Green Bay, I'm not an idiot. Aaron Rodgers, he's good enough to make the playoffs, which he will. I'll say that much right there. And I think 3 teams from the same division make the playoffs. The Rams win the division, the 49ers make the first wild card, and the Seattle Seahawks, because of Russell Wilson, find a way to make the second one. Dallas, as Arun picking Dallas, I got no issues with that. Obviously, everyone's throwing darts right now because nobody knows shit. And one injury to some player, and boom, this whole thing. Russell Wilson, knock on one, goes down, that whole prediction's over. Kirk Cousins goes down, prediction over. Aaron Rodgers goes down, prediction over. So obviously we're throwing darts anyways, blind. But I got no issues with Dallas. Philly, that's a hot take. It's real hot. Philly loves you right now. For a Giants fan to say that, that's real hot. But yeah, I think on paper right now, I think the 7 teams that I mentioned to make the postseason, I feel are by far the most talented team. They have the best coaching, but will they have the health? That's the key thing. That's the one thing no one can predict. Health. And we all know it's inevitable. Someone significant will go down, and that will open the door for somebody else. Now let's move on to the AFC side of this. The AFC East is where we begin. I'll start off. The Jets. I love Zach Wilson. Chetan knows this. Anyone that's been following us knows this. I've been calling for Zach Wilson before anybody was looking at him at BYU. I'm like, this dude got it. And I believe he is going to be I think the Jets have finally, it took them 60 fucking years but they finally found their man, Zach Wilson. They have the O-line. They have some really promising young receivers. You got Elijah Moore. You got Corey Davis. They have a decent running back crew, nothing special. Their defense, they need pass rushers. They need corners. They need work on defense. I think they have a very good head coach in Robert Saleh. I think the Jets are now on their way up. The Jets are where the Bills were 3 years ago. When the Bills got Josh Allen, the second year they made the playoffs, third year they got Stephon Diggs, they went to the championship game. I think the Jets are in that same position. This year, they missed the playoffs. They probably will be like a bad team. Next year, I think they compete for a playoff spot. The following season is when you see the rose blossom and you see the Jets back in action. But next, I got the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are a solid team, but I just think I got to see more from Tua. They got better weapons this year. They're very, very, very well coached. I just don't think on offense they got superstars. Jalen Waddle can be a superstar, but I gotta see it. And Myles Gaskins, I think he's okay. He's a serviceable running back. The Patriots, listen, man, it hurt me to the core when I heard Cam Newton got cut.
Yeah.
I saw my phone and I wanted to see, this has to be someone's messing with me, bro. Someone's messing with me. I've been rooting for Cam Newton for a long time. I'm like, bro, it would be so great for Cam Newton to take Tom Brady's team and go to the playoffs. But God knows what's going to happen to him. I would love him in Minnesota, best backup QB in football. But we'll see about that. We hope he gets picked up somewhere. Maybe Washington. Who knows? But I still think Bill Belichick, that defense could be amazing. Mac Jones, I don't know what to expect. They got decent players on offense. They have a very good O-line. But for this argument, I think just because of the head coach, Pat second, and I think it's no contest, guys. I think we all know who number one is. Buffalo. They signed Emmanuel Sanders. You got Diggs. You got Beasley. You got an O-line. You get the best QB in the division, top 5 quarterback in football. That defense is going to be better. They got one of the best head coaches. And I think the Bills are prime to rule this division for a long time. Arun, your thoughts? Your team. Your 4 teams.
All right. Let's go with the last team that I think will finish in this division. I think everybody could agree here. The Jets.
Yep.
Yes, they have Zach Wilson. Love the draft pick, but they still have a bunch of holes on this team. And I think Zach Wilson's gonna make a bunch of rookie mistakes. And hey, that's a recipe for L's throughout the season. Moving on, third place team, going with the Dolphins. Tua, Jaden Waddle. I do think the combination of Tua and Jaden Waddle is going to be fun to watch. But I also think, and I'm not being biased here, the duo of Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith is better than Tua and Waddle.
Ooh, that's a good one. Alabama.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think I'm just going to say this right here. I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a better career than Tua.
Wow, that's a take right there, bro. If that actually happens, man, that's a take right there.
I think Devontae Smith is going to have a better rookie year than Jalen Waddle as well. But the Dolphins in this division, I have him placing third. Tua, how many games did he play last year after Fitzpatrick?
I think he
single digits.
At least
eight,
double digits, I think.
8 games?
8 games? Okay, my bad.
Half of a rookie season. He's still a rookie in my books, man. Go ahead, Chetan. What are you going to say?
Because I feel like I think they had the bye week at 9. So I think he might have only played 8.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, but he's still pretty much a rookie.
Still haven't played a whole season. Yeah. Correct. He's still a rookie. I agree with that.
Moving on, Patriots, another rookie quarterback. Bill Belichick has found his guy, but his guy will have to go through the growing pains. And rookie quarterbacks, man, they make a shitload of mistakes throughout the season. But I do think he's in good hands. I do think Mac Jones is in good hands with Bill Belichick, and I do think they might sneak into the playoffs. I'm not foreshadowing anything about later in the episode, but I do think the Patriots will be floating above that 500 mark. And the number one team in this division has to be the Bills. They got weapons everywhere, defense, offense. They got passing, running. They got Josh Allen. They got Stephon Diggs. That whole team is complete. The Patriots ruled this division for a long time, but hey, the Bills are now And I think the Bills might be one of the best teams in this whole conference, actually.
All right, Chetan, are you gonna make it another clean sweep, bro?
It's exactly the way you guys said it. And I guess the only thing I would say is how confident am I in Mac Jones? Because if we're being honest here, when we talk about these statistics about how many first round quarterbacks survive and how many of them are, you know, going to make it out of their first contract, compared like who are the superstars? We already talked about Trevor Lawrence is literally what Andrew Luck is supposed to be, right? And I guess that's my only thing here is we have one QB in this division who's a superstar. He is absolutely everything you want a quarterback to be in Josh Allen, right? They're going to win the division. They have the best quarterback. Mac Jones, if he's going through the same thing that Tom Brady did in the early 2000s, where that defense is going to be the way it is, if that defense finishes top 5, yeah, they should be second place and potentially a wild card. My issue with Tua, and I want to love Tua because the kid was a baller in Alabama, but until like that they prove something, and he proves that, okay, yeah, no, last year it wasn't because the NFL game was moving too fast for me. It was literally the hip injury because that I suffered back in college. If that is literally the reason that he looked like that and he looks great, I I think this second and third place is going to be closer than you think. It's literally going to come down to if they play week 18 or not. And I think they do, don't they?
I have no idea because I care about week 1 and I don't care about week 17 right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. But,
all right, let's move.
And then the Jets, obviously. I expect great things from Zach Wilson. I think they're still, like Abby said, a couple years away. I think I'd probably add a year or two to that just because their defense doesn't instill any confidence in me. But that offensive line in a couple years is going to be one of the best offensive lines. And Zach Wilson is going to be very well protected with Mekhi Becton, and the other one is
Tucker.
Elijah Vera Tucker, right? Yep. No one's getting through that left side of that line. So, but yeah, that's for clean sweep here.
All right, now let's go to this is the most fascinating division for me. One of the top 3 divisions in terms of interest level, and for me, AFC North. I'm gonna start this off. I love Joe Burrow. Everyone knows this. I love him. I think Cincinnati has a very bright future. I think they made a huge mistake. I understand he hasn't played a game yet. I'm not trying to rip the guy. I think they made a monumental mistake by drafting a receiver with the 5th pick and not picking Penei Sewell. I think they're going to regret that decision. Jamar Chase, I'm not saying anything bad about him. I think he's going to be a very good receiver in this league. But you got to protect the man, bro. You got to protect your investment. And Joe Burrow is your investment. And they will, in my opinion, regret that, at least for this season for sure. I don't know how many people are going to agree with this, but I have the Ravens finishing 3rd in the division. I have the Steelers finishing 2nd. And I can't believe I'm saying this. It's been a long time. The Cleveland Browns are going to finish 1st and win this division for the first time since my mama was 10 years old. I don't know how old my mama was. But, bro, Cleveland, LeBron James. Oh, LeBron going to cry, bro, when that happens. But I think the Ravens, bro, they got too many injuries, man. They lost every running back except Gus Edwards. Rutgers, shout out. Rutgers alumni. Proud of that. But Rashad Bateman, their 1st-round pick, he's hurt. He's going to miss multiple weeks. Marquise Brown, he's aight. Sammy Watkins, I think he's always hurt, but he's very good. Mark Andrews, he got paid. Very good. I think the O-line is going to be – they lost Orlando Brown. They're going to be okay. I can't name you a pass rusher on this team. Calais Campbell is like 35, and he doesn't rush from outside. He rushes from the interior. So Matthew Judon, he went to New England. So They just lost a linebacker. They had the best secondary in football. I give you that. They had the best 3 corners. You got Marcus Peters, you got Marlon Humphreys, and you got Jimmy Smith. So they have the best 3 corners. I give you that. That's going to save them. But I think the Ravens are going to finish third. But I still think they're going to have a winning record. But I say they finish third. I think the Steelers, they have a defense. They have one of the best defenses. TJ Watt. Their linebackers coming back from injury. His name's escaping me right now. Devin Bush, Mika Fitzpatrick, Joe Hayden. They got players. Tuitt, Stephon Tuitt. They got him, Cam Hayward. They got players on defense, bro. On offense, you got Juju. You got Deontay Johnson. You got Chase Claypool. You got our man, Najee Harris. This man is going to be a superstar in this league. I love him. Me and Chetan basically spoke him to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That gold, that yellow and black and yellow, he belongs in it. He represents Pittsburgh. Big Ben, I think you'll see a better version of this year. He was coming off of a serious arm injury, elbow injury. I think you'll see a better version of him this year. I think the Steelers finished second place. And once again, I can't believe I'm saying this, the Cleveland Browns, they just got too much talent, bro. They got the best O-line in football. They have one of the best D-lines in football. They have a very solid secondary. They have probably their weakness is probably linebacker. On offense, they got 2 running backs. They got Jarvis Landry, and then they got that man. That man, I hope he's back. This league is better when he's back. Odell Beckham Jr. Show out, my friend. Show out. Make Baker Mayfield's life easier and win Cleveland their first division, I think, since God, bro, I don't think I was born yet, but I think Cleveland has finally got something to root for in the dog pound. Arun, your thoughts, your 4 teams.
All right, I got the same 4 teams as you as well.
Ooh,
I do think the Browns, after watching them in that wild card game last year against the Steelers, I do think the Browns have some potential. I think I really liked the Browns last year. They really proved me wrong and surprised me. They were really good last year.
all of us wrong.
Yeah, so I don't think the Ravens have done much to improve. I feel like teams are gonna figure out Lamar Jackson, and to make things worse, their running backs are going down left and right. They're so desperate right now in that backfield. There's rumors of them signing Le'Veon Bell.
They did sign him. Yep.
They signed him. Yeah,
Yep, they did.
so yeah, desperation mode. That button has been pressed, and I do think they will finish second in that division. Third team has to be the Steelers, Najee Harris. I think Big Ben's on his way out.
Wait, you're saying so you're saying the Ravens
I'm going from
second.
yeah, I'm going from top to bottom just because we have the same team. I just wanted to go with the Browns first team because I
got you.
Yeah. So the second team will be the Ravens. I feel like I said, I think teams will figure out Lamar Jackson and their running backs are going down. That's a run heavy team, even though their defense is pretty good. I think they'll finish second. But the Steelers, Big Ben, old now. He threw 4 picks in that wild card game against the Browns that I just mentioned a few moments ago. Even though he threw 500 yards, still threw 4 picks. He's not the same player like he was 10 years ago. I think the Steelers will finish third. And the last team, Bengals. Abhishek, you're absolutely right. I was surprised that they took Jamar Chase with that first round pick when they clearly needed O-line help, and they need to protect the quarterback. Man, Joe Burrow already getting lit up in his rookie year, goes down with a bad knee injury. Man, you got to do whatever it takes to protect your asset right there. And hey, they did get him a weapon, and I do think he had a say in that. That he wanted to draft Jamar.
I agree. Yeah.
But man, you got to think about your health. You got to think about, because this dude was a ragdoll. Him and Wentz before Joe Burrow went down. Yeah, they were ragdolls, man. I'm surprised Wentz even played all those games, to be honest. I'm happy he got benched because it could have ended bad. But hey, man, the Bengals, great future, but they're gonna be finishing last this year in the division.
Chetan, are you gonna make it? I don't think you're gonna have the same. I don't think you're gonna have the same, bro. I got a feeling.
And that's funny because no, we're going 6 for 6 here. We have
Wow.
the same exact order, and it's mostly because, right? I was really hoping I was the only one that had Cleveland in first. I was so excited. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be the only one with Cleveland in first for some reason. I had it, and then all three of you guys had Cleveland. Both of you guys had Cleveland in first. So I'm a little disappointed there. I was so excited. I was like, yo, this is finally my time to shine. I've been rooting for them since they went 0-16. I rooted for them every single week to win a game. Now we're rooting for them to win a division. And obviously they have my favorite player in the NFL on their offense, and Odell Beckham Jr. So I made the joke last year when they lost to Kansas City. They were an Odell Beckham Jr. away from winning that game.
Yep.
Yeah, I love Jarvis Landry, but he is a number 2 wide receiver. He is not, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, and that's what Odell Beckham Jr. is. And if you're gonna win this division, and you have to go up against, like you said, the best secondary in the league with 3 of the best corners in the conference, you're gonna need Odell. So that's where it's first place. Second thing is, Pittsburgh. I don't know how I feel about their offensive line, but I can tell you this much is their defense. Yeah, they lost Bud Dupree, but that defense is still filthy. You can name anyone off of that list, and you can tell me, oh yeah, they made the All-Pro team last year. I'd be like, yeah, probably. Minkah Fitzpatrick, obviously, T.J. Watt, and all those boys, and yeah, you and I spoke it into existence. Najee Harris, who both of us are very high on, and I think he's going to be probably the second leading rusher in this division, depending on if Nick Chubb is just Nick Chubb, and the way it should go. But with Baltimore, yeah, they made all those great moves on offense. They got Lamar these weapons that he needed, right? But you and I this entire offseason said, hey, go get Julio. Hey, go get that number 1 wide receiver. And they didn't. Yeah, Rashad Bateman's going to be great, but he's not. To say he's going to be Julio his first season, no. Maybe, Julio's different, but like him being a number 1 wide receiver from the start, I don't think so. And then in addition to that, their defense got much worse. When we talk about Baltimore, we talk about a great defense, but guess what? The Ray Lewis is not walking through that door. Ed Reed's not walking through that door. They have a great secondary, but their linebacking core is lacking. And without Matthew Judon, where's the pressure coming from?
Week 1 Raiders upset. I'm saying it right now.
Right, and then just to wrap it up is, yeah, I think all 3 of us were shocked when Penei Sewell did not go to Cincinnati. I really hope Joe Burrow stays healthy, because I don't want another Andrew Luck situation where, a guy of that caliber, that much talent, has to retire because of injuries.
Yep. I think Joe Burrow feels the same way.
So I really hope he stays healthy this entire season.
Okay, guys, let's speed this up a little bit. I think this division we don't got to say much about. I'm going to be honest here. AFC South, I'll start off. Last place team, Texans. I'm not going to say shit about them. They got enough problems going on. Deshaun Watson, bro, God bless you. I hope you didn't do anything wrong. But if you did, shame on your ass, bro. That's all I'm going to say about that team. They're going to be absolutely garbage. Jaguars, bright future. Urban Meyer is making huge mistakes left and right. Travis Etienne out for the season. That's not a great start for them. Trevor Lawrence, I think he's going to be the real deal. I think they're going to be an okay team, maybe 5-6 wins, which is 5 more than last year. So I'm not going to harp much more on that. Now we get down to the 2 teams that actually mean something in this division. I say the Colts finish second. This COVID vaccine nonsense is really going to make a team win or lose, in my opinion. And that's what Carson wins. I understand the vaccine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You have your right to take it or not to take it. But when you not taking it could affect you legit winning or losing, because you may not be able to play, then that's a whole different ballgame. I think people are already looking at this man with the wrong eyes, sideways. He just left Philly, and I'm not hearing good things out of the Colts. I'm just not, from all the stuff I'm reading. And I think the Colts have a very good roster. And the Carson Wentz, this could be it. If he sucks it up here, that may be over. If you can't get it right with this head, and T.Y. Hilton being out for multiple weeks, that does not help matters. You're lucky Quentin Nelson is coming back. You're lucky that Jonathan Taylor is still there. That running game is still there. So that defense is going to be very solid. But I still think they're going to finish second because Carson Wentz missed all of training camp. So he knows nothing. I understand it's the same system, whatever, but you got to practice. We saw Tom Brady, the GOAT, last year. Almost no practice. How'd they look in the season? They started off 7-5, and then they went on that run. They didn't lose a single game afterwards. And Tom Brady is Carson Wentz's father. Beyond, he's Jesus to him. So good luck, Carson Wentz. And then I think the Titans, clear and cut, they win this division. Their defense can't be any worse than last year. It just can't. So they're going to go only up from there. You brought in Julio freaking Jones, A.J. Brown, and him. They have the right to call themselves the best tandem in football. I give you that. That's what Derrick Henry. What do I have to say about this man? This man carries bodies. He carries people. He carries animals. He carries the load of Tennessee on his back, and he still keeps running. Taylor Lewan, my man, Derrick Henry ran for 2 bills, 2K, without Taylor Lewan, top 5 left tackle in football. He's coming back. So I know Taylor Lewan's happy. I know Derrick Henry's happy. I know Ryan Tannehill's happy. And I think that defense will only get better. I think Tennessee will clearly win this division. Arun, your thoughts? We don't even got to discuss the last 2 teams. I'm going to be honest. Don't even discuss
Jags and
Jaguars or
Texans. Yeah, we don't have to discuss that. Trevor Lawrence, he's going to have a good rookie year, but not enough to make them title contenders or playoff contenders or whatever. But the top 2 teams in that, the South right here, AFC South, I'm going with the Colts first, number 1 team. I do think Carson Wentz. I'm a huge Carson Wentz fan. I'm not being biased here at all. If you guys think I'm being biased, you guys obviously don't know me, but I do think the Colts will be number 1 in this division. And Tennessee, they got Julio, they got AJ, they got weapons, but Colts got Wentz.
Oh
so
my God!
I'm gonna go with
really just said that, bro.
Yeah, I'm a Colts fan this year, man, and there's
I know
no
why
way.
you are though. Hold on. Why are you Colts? I know why you are.
Okay.
If the Colts make the playoffs, what happens, everyone? Tell us the truth. What happens?
What do you mean? What do you mean if they make the playoffs?
If
The whole
Colts make the
narrative
playoffs,
on
does
if the
something
Colts
happen?
make the playoffs, the whole narrative on Wentz and that whole Philly thing is dismissed.
No. But something
Him-
happens for your Eagles,
right?
though. Something happens.
I don't care, man. I don't care. We got Jalen Hurts. We got him on a minimum contract. We got the reigning Heisman player. I'm good with the future. If Wentz could ball out, hey man, I don't care about no draft pick, man. I want Wentz to bounce back. And this division is it's gonna be hard with the Titans, man, because Titans got so much freaking talent on both sides of the field. But I'm going with Wentz, man, because last time I seen him with a healthy team, with some type of stability around him from the front office with the coaching. I saw him play very, very well, and that the moment I'm referring to was when he won MVP, and even like a season after that or 2 seasons after that, when that team was just bombarded with injuries, and he had practice squad players, and he led them to the freaking playoffs and got concussed by Clowney. I don't even want to go back to that. That's bad memories right now. But 9 minutes career in his playoff career. I hope he can make the playoffs and play a full freaking game. And yeah, that's
Chetan,
it.
before you
Man.
go,
Colts number
Chetan, Arun, question.
Oh my god.
Who has a better career going forward? Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts.
Damn. Yo, a career like I pray no one ever has the career like Wentz had so far, bro. This man is the most saddest thing I have ever seen in my freaking life, bro. You're on top of Mount Everest. You're about to win the MVP. Your 2nd year in the league, and you go down, man. I don't even know how to answer that question. to be honest, because
I'll let it go.
Jalen
I'll let it go.
Hurts.
You've been through.
You could come back to me at the end of the season. I can maybe answer this maybe at the end of the season. Right now, I
I
can't though.
Chetan, real quick, get into the division, bro. We got to speed this up a little bit. Go ahead.
I mean, I think you know how I feel about this division. I'd rather talk about how many yards Derrick Henry is going to get a rush for this year. So that's pretty much my take on this division. It's pretty much Indianapolis had a chance to possibly trade for Julio Jones, and they didn't, and their division rivals get there, and that's going to put them over the top.
All right.
Tennessee wins this.
Sweet and simple. I like that. Sweet and simple because the division, in my opinion, is a two-team race. No need to discuss the rest. Now, this division, this and the other division, the AFC North, I have my eyes on. I think this. Yeah, I don't want to say that. I think this division could have the most wins in the AFC combined. So now let's get into this. I think Raiders finished last. I'm sorry, Derek Carr. I got love for you, bro. Darren Waller. I love him, tight end. But I think this is it. I think one of them are gonna get fired. I don't want to say who, but bro, you gotta win some damn games. And I think they're playing at the wrong time because of teams in the division. Denver, I feel, finishes third. And they're going to be the best third-place team in football, in my opinion. Best third-place team over Seattle. They will be the best third-place team in football. The Chargers. Let's see Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert. Can you do it again? Are you really that guy? Oh, that rookie year was phenomenal. Keenan Allen, Derwin James comes back on defense. Derwin James comes back on defense. A superstar safety. Chris Harris. They got Joey Bosa. They got players, man. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. So they got the talent. And do I really got to say this, bro? My man hasn't lost a game in September. So you know they got to start off right. And you can't pick against this team until they give you a reason to doubt them. Kelsey, Hill, Andy Reid, Tyrann Mathieu, O-line, Orlando Brown, etc. No need to say more. Chiefs, LA, Denver, Raiders. I think it's going to be the most competitive division with the NFC West in football. Arun, your thoughts?
I got the same exact order as you.
Oh, my God.
The Raiders, I do think they'll finish last in this division. The Broncos, I don't know, man. The Broncos, they haven't been good for a few seasons now, but I do think they'll be better than the Raiders. I'm not high on the Raiders no more. If you asked me 2 seasons ago, I was pretty high on the Raiders after seeing what they did last year and whatever. They've been just downhill ever since. I feel bad for Gruden, and I feel bad for Derek Carr because ever since that injury, that team has not been the same. But moving on, the next 2 teams, I'm going with the Chargers, number 2. I'm not gonna give them a wild card spot. I don't know. I have a bunch of other teams that I'm giving the wild card spot to. We'll go over that in just a bit. But Chiefs, number 1, obviously, went to the Super Bowl, and I do expect them to be the number 1 seed in that conference and division.
Go ahead, bro, real quick.
I mean, I got the same order as you guys.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Until the Chiefs can give me a reason to pick against them, I don't see a reason not to. I think Denver, it's the case of you had a chance to trade for Aaron Rodgers and you didn't. And that is going to be the difference maker between you and the LA Chargers. Because the LA Chargers got their quarterback of the future. And if he plays sensational, you're in a division where probably 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the conference are. That's pretty much it.
All right. I think we have gone over every division. And now I think it's time to go over, obviously, our AFC wildcard teams. So I'll start off. I think the Steelers, I'm high on the Steelers. I think the Steelers make the playoffs. I think the Chargers, they are very talented. I think they finally make the playoffs. And I think I think the Denver Broncos, with that talent, I think their quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, former Viking, he won't lose it for you. And that team, they got Jerry Jeudy, they got Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, Noah Fant. They got weapons, bro. And that defense with Von Miller and Chubb and the corner Sutton and the safety Justin Simmons, bro, they got players, bro. I think Denver, that home field advantage, the mile high, all that, the air. I think 3 teams from the same division make the playoffs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Ravens miss out. I think the Patriots miss out again. If Cam Newton was playing, I would have picked the Patriots. Real talk. I would have picked the Patriots. Like Arun said, rookies struggle. I don't give a shit how good Mac Jones is. He ain't going to be that good as rookie season. I'm just being honest. Dolphins miss. Colts miss. Jags miss. Texans, please. And Vegas misses. I say the Steelers, Chargers, Broncos. Those are my 3 wildcard teams. Arun, give me your 3.
All right. So my first wildcard spot goes to the team in the AFC South. Obviously, I have the Colts making the playoffs, so that leaves the Titans with the wildcard spot. Then I do think the Ravens will make the playoffs as a wildcard team too, as well. And last but not least, AFC East. I think the Patriots might come out and take this wildcard spot. Yes, I know I've been preaching that rookie quarterbacks make a lot of mistakes, and I do think Mac Jones will make a bunch of mistakes. But guess what? None of these rookie quarterbacks have Bill Belichick as your damn coach, and Mac Jones has just that. And they have traded away Cam Newton, or they have released Cam Newton, so Mac Jones doesn't even have to look over his shoulder no more throughout the season because he knows that job is his. And Bill Belichick is showing the ultimate confidence in this kid, and I do think he's gonna go through a rough patch, but he's gonna figure it out throughout as the season progresses, and the Patriots will sneak in as a wild card team.
Chetan,
Uh,
your 3 teams.
in this exact order, Chargers take the first, Steelers, and then I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I think that's until again, Broncos, their quarterback situation. I'm gonna go with the quarterback that I know what he's gonna give me. And Lamar Jackson is a superstar. So I can't say they're gonna miss the division, miss the playoffs just because everything is against them when I've seen what Lamar can do. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, this is it. The final thing that we got to go over, the big kahuna. Who going to the bowl? Who going to the bowl? I'm going to start this off. You can say whatever the hell you want to say to me, but I'm going to speak it into existence. I don't give a fuck. I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to Super Bowl. I am saying that. I think they finally take the step. Kirk Cousins proves every fucking motherfucker wrong. I think Justin Jefferson, best one of the top 3 receivers in the game. Adam Thielen, that defense, Mike Zimmer, home field advantage with that rocking stadium in Minnesota. We had 0 fans last year. Every single home game, no fans. That place is gonna be rocking. Dalvin Cook gonna stay healthy. Top 3 running back in the league. I think Daniel Hunter, one of the best pass rushers. Harrison Smith, best safeties. Need I say more? Eric Kendricks, one of the best linebackers. Patrick Peterson. Oh my God, I'm just salivating right now. The Minnesota Vikings are going to go to the Super Bowl, and they're going to play the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. It's going to be Bills versus Vikings in the LA Chargers Stadium, Rams Stadium, and the Buffalo Bills are going to once again lose another Super Bowl as my man Kirk Cousins wins Super Bowl MVP. God damn, I can't believe I'm saying this.
God.
My man Kirk Cousins. Hey, if Justin Jefferson wins the MVP, if Dalvin Cook wins it, I don't care. As long as my team wins Super Bowl, whatever 50, whatever Super Bowl number this is, I don't even know what number this is. But the Minnesota Vikings versus the Buffalo Bills, and the Minnesota Vikings come up on top. I don't give a shit what anyone has to say. Yeah, I understand Tom Brady. I understand. That's going to be the toughest game. Tom Brady beating him. I understand. If the Vikings play Tom Brady in the playoffs, I will be pissing my pants. I swear to God. Every minute for those 3 hours, I will be on my knees. But, yo, man, it's very hard to say. Why Tom Brady gotta come over here, man? Why couldn't he stay over there, man? But okay, fine. I'll take it. You have to go through the best to be the best, and I think we get it done. And Buffalo Bills, they get redemption for last year, but they fall short again. And Arun, go ahead, bro. Pick your 2 teams.
Okay, so we're clearly not being realistic. So I'm about to go Colts and Eagles for Super Bowl 56. That's like nah, but I'm kidding. Okay, my real pick, I'm gonna go with the reigning champions, Bucks, from coming out from the NFC, and from the AFC. This might surprise you guys, but I do think the Browns make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Oh my! You calling me crazy?
Browns,
you calling me crazy? Holy
Browns
shit!
and Bucks.
Oh
Look
my God! Oh
look
my God! The Bucks and think about it. Just think about this. The Buccaneers. I understand Tom Brady's there. The Buccaneers are playing the Browns.
Yeah.
No, man. Holy shit! I think I know who's gonna win though. Come on. I think I know who you got picked to win it.
Yeah, obviously. The GOAT, Tom Brady.
Oh my God! He about to have 8. Okay, I know I'm crazy. Arun definitely smoking. He already started smoking early. But Chetan, you don't smoke like that. Maybe you do. Let's see what. Maybe you have an unbiased one here.
It's really funny because you and I have the same prediction.
Oh God.
Who, me?
It's the Bills gonna play the Vikings, except
What?
I have the Bills winning.
Just suck my ass.
You think the
You're crazy.
Vikings are gonna beat all these teams?
I've been telling him this since training camp has started that the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl.
Damn.
And he kept telling me, yo, don't jinx it.
Damn.
And I really do believe it because what don't they have? Right? And I guess, like, okay, if you're going to compare quarterbacks, the Rams got Matthew Stafford, sexy name. Obviously, the Buccaneers got the GOAT, Tom Brady, right? But you look at, you match him up. You can't tell me that what you saw from Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen isn't as good as what their potential can be, as good as Godwin and Evans, right? I don't think I love Robert Woods, but yeah, no, he's not. I love Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp, but they're not Thielen and Jefferson, right? Hey, Dalvin Cook. Oh my!
And none of them got a running back.
Dalvin Cook will. I mean, him and Derrick Henry. I've never seen people run the way they do. Like in this league right now, Derrick Henry runs over everyone, and Dalvin Cook runs through everyone. So I don't think it's crazy, but it's interesting. I have Buffalo winning just because, dude, that man, Josh Allen, he's different.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The Vikings lose Super Bowl, you will not hear from me for a very, very long time.
Hey, we got a podcast to record today.
I'm sorry, I ain't recording no podcast, no nothing. If the Vikings make it that far and they lose, that may be one of the top 5 painful moments of my life if that happens.
Yo, with the way the Giants have been playing in the last 10 years, dude. Let me tell you, I'm a joint.
You got 3 rings, 4 rings, 5 rings. Get out of here, man. Don't just stop. Well, I did not expect anyone to have the same prediction as me. That shook me up a little bit. I think Arun also. We got Cleveland going to the Super Bowl. Damn, we really smoking early right now. But everyone, no problem. I could actually see that happening. Bold prediction. Hey, you never know. Cleveland got a very good squad. Tom Brady's the GOAT, obviously. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I think we've said it enough. We've said enough, and that's our season preview.